Good morning from day, I guess this is day 3 since day 1 was a travel day. So day 3 at Walt Disney World. Today we are checking out of Old Key West and heading to the Polynesian.
For one night only.
Yes.
But we won't be there hardly.
Yeah. And the room is not going to be ready yet. It's 9 a.m. right now. So we'll head over to the Poly, give our bags to Bell Services, and then head over to Magic Kingdom for some Magic Kingdom Christmas fun. But not the party tonight. Not the Magic Kingdom Christmas party tonight.
There is a party tonight. Yes. It is Jollywood Nights tonight.
But that will probably be the next video, because that one should be its own video and whatnot. So today's video is just going to be Magic Kingdom and maybe some gingerbread houses if we have time to do that. So
we won't go too crazy in Magic Kingdom because with our late night plans,
yes, I
already got 20,000 steps in yesterday. I got to take it easy.
Yeah.
So, so I can power through in Jollywood. Yeah.
Final thoughts on Old Key West. This resort is huge. The rooms are loud. The walls seem thin.
It was, I feel like, just as loud as when we were at Pop Century.
Yeah. So
when we learned entirely too much about our neighbors. We didn't learn quite as much about these people, but they were
laughing very loud.
They were having a really good time next door. Yeah. And then being on the lower floor, we had a little kid running around on top of us. So pum, 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 pum.
And something to note is we never like to choose the first floor just because of the noise issues. But in Old Key West, there are no elevators. So there's really no good option.
You either have the potential for loud people on top of you, or you have to haul all your stuff up 2 flights of stairs.
Right. So would stay here again, would not be my first choice. This resort and Saratoga Springs always seem to have, most of the time, have availability, and point values are very similar for DVC points. So I would prefer Saratoga over here.
I'm glad we stayed here.
Yes.
To mark it off the list, but again, would not be the first choice. I know it was recently updated. I feel like it already needs another update.
Yeah, for sure.
Our room, could never put my finger on it, but there were some weird smells.
The heat was also like, it wouldn't kick on at times, so.
The bathroom fan would just turn off.
Yeah.
We didn't bring these things to the attention of any of the cast members, though.
We did not. We weren't here for very long.
Right.
So.
Basically, we were here to sleep, get up, go do Epcot yesterday, sleep last night, and then get up and leave today. We weren't really here to enjoy our room. Right. But I think if we had been planning to spend a lot of time here, I think we would have been disappointed is a strong word, but not thrilled.
Right.
Because last night, they were still loud next door when we were already, had the white noise cranked up trying to sleep.
So, pros and cons of Old Key West.
Who would you recommend this resort for, basically? Because that's what I'm trying to think of.
I think the adult life with how local feel the bar was very cool. So I think more for adults or families that are not really wanting to leave the resort a whole lot, just because the transportation is also a big issue. We saw a lot of people walking in the cold yesterday.
Last night, older people who should not have been doing what they were doing.
Because the bus stops are not very close to the buildings.
There were also people who almost ran out in front of our car. It was very dark last night.
Yeah.
So
basically, if you're coming for the parks, I would not recommend staying here.
And I would not recommend if you don't have a car.
Also true, yes.
I think you need a car here to be successful.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pay extra or use extra points to stay preferred.
Right.
But again, Saratoga Springs with the Murphy bed update, I think those rooms are great. I would pick that over this. If you want the same size, but otherwise, and have a car.
Right.
Same size of resort and have a car, because again, they're big boys.
Saratoga also has the benefit of walking to Disney Springs. You can boat over from here and Saratoga, but Saratoga you can walk, so there's that benefit too. Because the food options here are also very limited.
Right.
Because it's basically that the check-in building, and that's kind of it. There's a couple pool bars.
It's also outdoor, because that was something we ran into our first night here. The options were the food was closing at 10. We got in and got
like
to the resort
9:50.
at like 9:45, 9:50. Scurried over, but they were already packing up for the night, which I don't blame them. But it was like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
And it was only outdoor seating. We were lucky enough to sit at the bar and eat and have a drink there. But otherwise, if we hadn't been comfortable going into a bar, we would have been sitting outside in the cold.
Right.
Or would have had to, right. Or would have had to take our food back to the room and forego a drink. Like, it just,
right.
That's my beef with the quick service here, that there's no indoor seating. It's kind of a grab and go window.
Yeah. So, with that being said, that was Old Key West. So now to get on with our day and head over to the Polynesian for some monorail ride over to the Magic Kingdom for some holiday fun. So we'll see you there. And now, of course, for some Jingle Cruise to celebrate the holiday season.
The world famous Jingle Cruise. I'm Skipper Sean. I'll be your host for as far as we get. We're now entering the Amazon rainforest. We're in the Amazon rainforest, going up to 365 days a year. By my calculations, that's almost every other day. If you look off to either side, you'll see some of our humbugs. And if you listen really closely, you might hear their calls. Humbugs. If anyone here has ever wanted to see the Jungle Book, it's over there. Over here is a festive holiday party. All my friends said they were going to be here, but looks like everyone must have dashed away to go shopping or something. I'm not really sure, but I think I know what someone's getting for Christmas this year. It's an old tree. You can tell. It's all wrapped up with a boa on top. Now, that was supposed to be 2 partridges and a pair of trees. We'll take what we get around here. We're going to swing by my base camp for some supplies. Oh, no. Looks like those gorillas have broken in and opened up all my Christmas presents early, but that's all right. I was having some trouble getting that Jeep started. Looks like they got it to turn over. They made a Christmas wreath entirely out of shotgun shells. It was kind of real very good experience. Would you look at that? There must be a million rocks on that beach. Over there's my friend Ina. Everyone say hi, Ina. Now the Jungle Aviation Supply Company's running some fantastic deals this holiday season. Just the other day we got half off on a plane. Well, you've been in the jungle as long as I have. You begin to smell danger, that is. Looks like we have some hippos over here. They're wiggling their ears to keep warm. They don't want to catch hypothermia. They can be very dangerous, but don't worry. I know how to scare them away. I love you! Well, works for all the women in my life anyway. Well, Tim tells me we're not out of the woods yet. Must be all these trees around us. We're now changing continents once again. We're now on the Mekong River in Cambodia. I don't know what's going on over here, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be the entrance to Santa's workshop. Okay, never mind. I was mistaken. This started to look kind of scary, so you better watch out and better not cry. This is going to be painful. It's a root canal. Gift shop. That is our gift shop. Definitely not our lost and found, where we take lost items and resell them for a profit, because that would be unethical. And does that look like an unethical elephant to you? I don't think so. As we come around this last corner, approaching the most dangerous and festive part of our journey, the return to civilization. So as we come around, make sure to remain seated with those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times, and do be sure to supervise your children when the time does come to exit. If you're on this side, you're exiting out that front door. If you're on the jungle side over here, gonna turn around, exit out that back door. Please don't cross those center crates at any time. You'll ruin Christmas. And today's trip of the jungle has been brought to you by Zebra Jerky, the every other white meat. Trader Sam's Cannibal Crunchies, the snack that smiles back at people. And of course, the Miracle Mode Engine Company. Put in just enough fuel and oil for one day, and it miraculously lasts for 8. That was a Hanukkah joke, everyone. You're welcome. Now, while we wait to come around, do you folks like to hear a Christmas carol? All right, here we go. Marley was dead to begin with. Dead as a doornail. Well, folks, that's about all I remember that. I know you had great expectations, but it just confused the dickens out of me. Now, folks, I don't like to brag, but a couple weeks back, I got one of the highest compliments I've ever gotten on one of my jungle cruises. Lady in my boat comes up to me and says, Pirates of the Caribbean was closed. So, if later on today I see you passing by the world-famous Jingle Cruise, I'll understand. Make sure to tell all your friends how much fun you had today. That'll help keep our wait times down. Now, is anyone planning on catching the fireworks later tonight? Don't. They're very hot. I recommend watching them instead, from a safe distance. While you're around today, I do recommend you check out the Hall of Presidents. I'm a big Grover Cleveland fan. I've gone there to see him on 2 non-consecutive occasions. That's American history joke. You're welcome. Well, I recently got back from a trip to the Canary Islands, and there weren't any canaries. I also visited the Virgin Islands, and wouldn't you know it, still no canaries. Oh well, what can you do? I meant to tell you some New Year's Eve jokes today, but I completely forgot. I really dropped the ball on that. Alright, folks, we're just about to come around here. Make sure you keep those hands and arms inside. We really don't want you to hurt our beautiful dog. It was just...
Okay, so we are obviously no longer in Magic Kingdom. Very, very busy day in Magic Kingdom.
Yes, it was super crowded.
So, did our must-do for me was the Jingle Cruise, since I knew that line would be crazy, and it was. It was a 90-minute wait. So, that took up most of our Magic Kingdom day. And then after that, it seemed like most of the rides were just 30 to 45 minutes plus.
Right, we did Small World because...
it was short.
Yeah, the line was fine on it, and then had some lunch at Columbia Harbor House 2, which was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Would go back again.
Definitely.
And then hit up
Carousel
your girl's
Progress.
favorite, Carousel of Progress. Because the last scene's Christmas.
Of course.
You have to go for the holiday season.
Yeah. And then from the Magic Kingdom, we checked out the gingerbread displays over at the Contemporary Resort. So I'll put a clip of that one right here. And then also the gingerbread display over at the Grand Floridian Resort. So I'll put a clip of that one right here. And now we have officially checked into our room at the Polynesian, which is where we are now.
Yes.
We won't do a room tour since we just did one in
May of last year for our honeymoon. Because
Right.
we were here, but we were in a lake view. Now we are in a standard view.
Yes, I'll put a video of the view as we're talking here. But otherwise, the room's exactly the same. But I'll put a link to the video of the full room tour up above. So go ahead and check that out if you want to see what a studio at the Polynesian Resort looks like.
We're near the pool. We're in the Tokelau building.
Yes.
First floor. We can't see the pool through a wall, but it's there.
Yeah.
Nobody, I think, is really doing much swimming today because it is cold.
A little chilly. So that will do it for this video. We just have to get some dinner here and then clean up and get ready for Jollywood. But that'll be next week's video. So stay tuned for that.
Lots of festive fun ahead.
Indeed. So that will do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.